Hey, how you guys doing today? I just wanted to make another video so that we can learn some new things, new techniques, and put them into practice and use them to create and manifest our desires. All right, a couple things I want to go ahead and say first is, you guys are learning very good. Information is coming in. You guys are applying the deliberate creation process, and you're making excellent progress towards your goals, your dreams, and desires. All right, so before I begin, just want to give some quick updates. Of course, the Facebook page is doing really well. I would say since we began, I say since I began in May doing these videos to help you guys to show you how your mind, universe, quantum physics, how everything intertwines and comes into play to create your reality. I would estimate we've almost about, I would say almost $500,000 have already been manifested through coaching students that I do and through the Facebook page that I've created. So close to $500,000 you have already manifested by learning the techniques, tips, and the premise and the applications that I'm showing you, whether through YouTube, through the Facebook page that I created, which is manifesting lottery winnings using consciousness law of attraction, and through the coaching program which I started to help individuals achieve their desires to use their minds. So in all, it's almost $500,000 that has been created by individuals using these techniques, these applications. And I encourage you to go to the Facebook site if you have available to Facebook. I do a lot of teachings, quotes, techniques, put a lot of practice there. You can also learn, and of course, as usual, I do the coaching to help you guys manifest. So it's a lot of great things happening, and you guys are using these techniques. And now you see this is how your reality works and how everything begins. All right, as usual, our universe works with no such thing as coincidence. So if you find this channel and you're seeing me right now, it is a reason you're here. Some information that I must impart to you via the universe, and you will take this information, you'll learn, you'll prosper, and you'll use it to your advantage to create your life. Okay, rather you'll create by design instead of default. All right, so let's begin. So today I want to talk about, as the title says, fear, doubt, and worry, how to manifest and remove them. All right. Okay, before we begin, I'm gonna talk about two things are the main reasons why individuals fail at any goal they want to achieve. Here's mainly the two things you fail at. 99% of individuals fail when they do these two things, or they do not concur, they do not go into it, they do not take an action, and you fail to manifest your goals, your dreams, your desires. Number one is make a decision. We always have this premise. We always say, you know what, for example, I want to start a business, I want to manifest the lottery winnings, I want to do this, I want to find a mate, I want to make money doing this. First we have to decide. You have to decide what you want to do. Okay, once you make the decision of what you want to do, then you have to take some action towards the desire. A lot of individuals fail because they don't make a decision. Here's what happens. If you don't make a decision, somebody else will make a decision for you, and guess what? Not making a decision is actually making a decision. Okay, that's number one. The other reason we fail is because, okay, so you make your decision and you decide what you want to do. So you say, for example, you know what, I've decided what I want to do, and I want to start a business. I want to manifest $10,000 in my business, or I want to win $20,000 in the lottery. Okay, so you made your decision. Now you put some action towards it. Here's the second reason you fail. Now you start to figure out, how am I going to do it? How am I going to manifest this? How am I going to manifest that? How am I going to get the money for the business? Wrong. That's why you fail. Here's why you fail. When you start to use the how and try to figure it for yourself, what you're doing, now your mind is racing. You're gathering information. You're focusing too much on the how rather than the end of thinking. Okay, when you start to do that, you tend to make mistakes. You tend to create resistance, because remember, Your reality exists. Quantum physical terms now. Molecules, elementary particles, they all vibrate with their own unique frequencies, including you and I, and you have a perfect vibratory match with what you put out. So when you start to think about the how, here's what you're doing. You're taking the universe or your subconscious creation out of the process. In other words, you're saying, you know what? I will figure this out by myself. Universe, I don't trust you. Subconscious higher self, I don't trust you. So what do? You create resistance. Look, individuals always ask me, Mark, why do we always use the how? Why I always say how? Here's what happens. Think of yourself as a creator. Say you create something. You create a robot, for example. Now, and you give the robot intelligence, so the robot starts to think and develop for itself. And then one day the robot comes to you and say, you know what? I can figure this out for myself. I know how to do this. And you say, no, I'm going to show you how to do this. The robot says, no, I figured it out for myself. Here's a question. You created that robot, so as the creator, you know more about what you created. You know more about that robot than the robot knows about himself. You know the intricate design, the molecules. You know everything about the parts, the chips, the symmetry. You know everything about you created that robot. So that is how it is with us. Universe created us. He knows more about us than we do know ourselves. So when you try to figure out the how, what are you doing? Okay? Leave that. 90% of the job will be taken care of by your subconscious creative mind or your higher self. 10% is this. All you have to do is focus on your end thinking and then use what we call your visual movie or your 3D movie, which is your visual sessions. All right? So that's what we have to do. So look, make a decision. Okay? When you make a decision, don't try to figure out how you're going to get what you want. Just decide and take some action towards it, and your subconscious creative mind will handle 90% of the work. Here's a big key others fail too. You know, I hear this a lot. So Mark, I say, why don't you start your business? Why don't you go after what you want? Here's the answer. Well, you know, I'm waiting for the right time. I have to wait for the right person, the right scenario. I have to wait for the right connection before I can go with it. And I say to them, okay, you're waiting for the right time. And I say, the right time will never come. They look at me like, whoa, what do you mean? The right time will never come because the right time is now. The only time we have is in the present moment. So the right time is always now. So when you're waiting for the right time, you're in two different contract levels within your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind creates in the present, doesn't look to the future. Okay? So when you start to look into the future and says, I'm waiting for the right time, down the line, you're out of alignment. So that there is off. Okay? Second thing is this. This is how universe works, guys. When you make a decision to do something and you take some action towards it, that is when the opportunity, the people, the connection, the resources will come to you. Not before. It comes after you make that decision. Because once you make that decision, you have decided, you have commanded, you have intended, and you have belief. Now the universe is on your side. Okay? So you want to avoid those two things in order to be successful. Avoid not making a decision. Avoid not taking action, and avoid the right time scenario. Because once you implement these principles, they will manifest and you will see how things work. All right. So let me talk about universe. What does the universe? What does your subconscious mind? And what does quantum physics have in common? Okay? What do they all have in common? Well, I'm going to put it together for you. I'm going to show you how everything you create, what you get. And I always like to start so that you can really get it to see how things work for you. Okay? So look, universe is the creative force, God, the universe. Okay? That is it, the intelligent, the infinite field of intelligence. Okay? Subconscious mind is consciousness. Consciousness has domain over thought, feelings, emotion. Your consciousness has domain over elementary particle, hence quantum physics, molecules, atoms, light, photons. Your consciousness controls that realm. So when you think a thought, okay, and you feel the emotion of the thought, and you put it out, then you'll get that in accordance with you. So here's how it works. So when you think something that you want to achieve, a lottery win, manifest money, house, car, mate, whatever. When you think it, now when you start to feel as if you have it, in other words, how would you feel when you get what you want? Simply put, that feeling right there, that's what you want. So when you start to feel that feeling right there, here's what happens. Now you create a perfect vibrational match to what you want. Because remember, according to quantum physics, everything already exists in quantum formation for you already. Everything that you ever want is already out there. You bring the pieces together with your mind or your higher self. So when you feel it, subconscious mind already communicates and believes it's real. So when you feel you have already what you want, it's a perfect vibrational match. Universe comes in, mirrors it. Okay, so your subconscious gives the perfect vibrational match. The universe sees it, mirrors it, puts it out. Then universe activates law of attraction, magnetic force, goes out to that quantum field, form the same frequency you have, money, house, car, hence brings it in. Boom, perfect match. Your reality materializes, you can experience it. That's it. Simply put, that's how creation manifestation works. Here's the issue. We fail to create or we fail to manifest because of what is known as core limiting beliefs, clogging up our energy system. Ages between 4 to 8. I've talked a lot about these limiting beliefs. Once we get these out, then you have a clear channel now to create and manifest your desires. Right? Now let's talk about the mind. How your mind works in relationship to basically your consciousness. How does it work in relationship to the universe, quantum physics? All right. So look, your mind exists in 3 phases. All right. You have the conscious, logical, thinking mind, which houses your ego. Then you have the middle ground, which is a psychological filter, but the clinical name is known as the critical faculty, or I call it gatekeeper. Then you have your subconscious creative mind. And we all know about limiting beliefs by now. You guys should know how they work and how they can stop you from progressing. So when you have a belief or core belief of lack or doubt or in yourself, then you will never reach your full potential, because that thought, that emotion will go in and it will pass through the critical faculty. The psychological filter will filter it out, presents it to your subconscious. Your subconscious then rejects it because the core belief is not in accordance with what you want. Hence, I want to manifest money, I want to start a business of 20,000, but your core belief is, listen, I don't really deserve, I can do it, I don't believe money is infinite, I don't think I can have all the money. That is your core belief. Clash, they're not going to work. It's going to get kicked out, and then you'll be stuck, so to speak. Okay, willpower. Yes, willpower is one way you can eliminate or override your limiting belief. But willpower is not sustainable. You cannot use willpower for life. It's hard. It's very difficult. You cannot sustain willpower. The minute you let your guard down, you focus back. Hence, that's why you'll have individuals, you see some people, they'll win the lottery. They'll win millions of dollars in the lottery. Never played, never did self-improvement programs, never learned about how their mind works, never learned about law of attraction. They go out, they buy a ticket, they win 20 mil, and they override it with willpower. But here's what happens. 2 years later, the money's gone. Why is the money gone? Because of their core belief. Their core limiting beliefs are, money is lack, I don't deserve it. So what? During the course of the 2 years, their mind find ways to get the money out. They create self-sabotage. So their mind will find a way to eliminate the money, for them to waste it, to spend it, and they're back to what? Being what they are. Because that's their core belief. Okay? Because remember, guys, reality always exists in what? 2 quantum states that we talk about, right? One is possibility, chances, probability. Okay? The other one is actuality and what we experience. So here's another issue. Things will happen to you. It's part of it. Because remember, reality exists 2 states. But here's what you do have control. You have control on how you react to your feelings, to what happened to you, all right? I'll give an example with me. Was it last year? So, manifested my car. My M3 car. Here it is. E46 BMW M3. Beautiful car. Love it. Fast car. I love to race it. So, got it through the lottery. So, one day, last year, I parked my car. I'm in South Florida. So I go to the coffee shop at Dunkin' Donuts. I parked my car. I got out, got me some coffee. A friend came by, said, hey Mark, let's go take a ride or go to the beach. I said, okay, sure. So I leave my car there. And I go for a ride. And I come back. Above me were helicopters, like 10 police cars surrounding. Dunkin' Donuts was taped off. When I got in the driveway, my car, this car here, was lodged inside of the Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, my car was right inside the Dunkin' Donuts, along with another car, a Hummer. At first I thought somebody was stealing my car, but long story short, I got there, the officer said, hey, is this your car? I said, yeah. Car's in Dunkin' Donuts now. News chopper, everything is there. Happened August 22nd of last year. I'll never forget it. News chopper is here. News camera, everybody's there. Made the local news here in South Florida. So my car's in there, and apparently a lady, she meant to press the brakes, but she accelerated on a Hummer. Older lady hit my car from behind, lodged it in the Dunkin' Donuts. All my front end bumper, everything messed up. Imagine how I'd feel. How would you feel? Yes, terrible, man. What's going? But because I know how reality works. I know how my feelings are. I know when I use my feelings, when I start to emit a feeling of anger or frustration, then what? I am creating that same energy, and I will attract the same thing. So what I do, I flip it. Okay, my car is in the Dunkin' Donuts, that's fine. So I look at the right. Okay, so what's going to happen now? I'm going to have the insurance company, they will give me a nice sum. Okay, I will have new bumper, I will have whatever, my oil pan, I'll have new everything, paint job, everything. I started to focus on that instead of the negative. But here's the point, I'm just giving you an example. Look, situations will happen, but it's how you react or you let it affect you. You can either let it affect you in a negative way. Remember, your feelings create your reality. So your feelings will what? Manifest, they'll attract the same thing. Or you can choose to let it affect you in another way, which is a positive way, which was what I did. Make a long story short, I started to focus on that. Sooner or later, insurance called, gave me a nice check, car's fixed. I got a check for about $8,000. The repair was only $4,000. Okay, and guess what? Another 6 months later, insurance called again, gave me the same $8,000. And I called them. I said, hey, I've already received this check. I've already received the settlement. They said, no, Mr. Houghton, our records indicate we haven't paid you and we need to close this file. Sent me another $8,000. Boom. Mind, thinking, feeling, creation. There's how it works. So you have a choice. You can either let things affect you negatively, or you can choose to use the other side and bring what you want. Okay? So that is how it works. So remember, dual realities: possibility, chance, probability. Second reality, actuality. Things will happen, but how you react will make the difference. Because now you know feelings, emotions create reality. So when bad things happen and you react badly to them, guess what you're doing? You're compounding the situation. You're actually manifesting and creating more of the same energy. Okay? That's what you have to do, guys. This is how reality works. These are universal laws. They cannot be broken. These are shown, and you're seeing the experience and the techniques that I'm showing you. Look what happened. I got the money to fix my car, which was $4,000. I got $8,000. 6 to 8 months later, I got the same check again. And I called them. I said, hey, pay me. Their records, no indication. Okay? Because what? I focused on what I want, and I felt what I wanted. I didn't let this bad situation affect me. I could have went there. I could have been pissed off. I could have said this, that. I could have got angry. I could have cursed the lady out. I could have said, screw you, man. But no, because I know how reality is created, and it is created with your thoughts, your feelings, emotions. So as soon as it happened to my car, I started seeing my car fixed already. I started seeing the new paint job, new oil paint. I just started seeing it in my mind. I started feeling it. I started seeing the insurance would come quickly. They'll do the settlement. All those things immediately. I put it out, and of course, it manifested, and I got even more reward from the universe. This will work the same way for you. So remember, when things happen, it's how you react. Okay? Don't let it affect you. You can always react. Okay? When you won the lottery, did you know you won the same day or what? No, when I won the lottery, I had no idea, because what I do is, with the lottery, guys, and I always show you this, you want the biggest, here's the biggest tip to win the lottery: detachment. Detachment. What I did is, I usually don't check my tickets for 2 weeks. I don't even look at the lottery website. I put them away, but I expected and I intended to win. So it was about 3 days when I realized I won. I had the ticket in my pocket or in my car for 3 days, and I didn't even know it. I went, I checked it, and of course I won. And the funny thing is, when I won, I was happy, I was excited, but you know what? I expected it. It was like, okay, I expected it. See, that's what happens. So expectation breeds creation, creation breeds manifestation, of course. All right? Now, your mind, remember guys, let's talk about fear, doubt, and worry, because I want to get into that. So how do you eliminate fear, doubt, and worry? All right. When you have fear, doubt, or worry, it is known as your inner guidance systems. See, when I do these sessions and I try to coach and I try to help a lot of individuals, this is what I show them how to. This is how I show you how to use it. Fear, doubt, and worry. Look, fear, illusion; worry, illusion; doubt, illusion, not real. Pigments, logical mind. Okay. Here's what happens. Your feelings are an indication or a gauge to let you know that you are off course on your certain desire. Hence, you feel fear, doubt, and worry. And also, fear, doubt, and worry can indicate a specific limiting belief you may have that is in contrast. Logical mind, subconscious mind in clash. One wants something, one wants the other, creates fear, doubt, and worry. Here's how you master it. Now you know your logical mind doesn't create your reality. Your logical mind thinks it does. It has your ego, so it reasons. So when you have fear that comes up, you must now know, okay, this fear is an illusion, it's not real. Okay? Remember, fear is something you perceive to happen or is about to happen, and it hasn't happened yet. That is fear. It's not something you're actually experiencing now. So that is an illusion. Worry, the same thing. Doubt, the same thing. Okay? So how do you get it? How do you overcome it? Here, by having an awareness to know that, okay, Mark says, when I have fear, doubt, worry, it is an illusion. It's not real. I'm creating it. So what do? You flip it. You flip it to what you want. Instead of worrying, focus on what you want. Instead of fear, focus on the faith. Instead of doubt, focus on belief. Because look, what you say becomes, what you believe becomes, what you don't believe also becomes, okay? You have to remember that. What you say becomes, what you don't. That is it, guys. So that is how you can overcome fear, doubt, and worry. Now you know it's an illusion. It's not real. A lot of individuals don't know that. They think it's real because they feel it and they create it. So here's another way. I don't mind if you have the fear. It's natural to have these emotions because emotions gauge you. They let you know that, hey, we're off course. We want something. Focus on our desires. That's what emotions are for. That's what fears are for. So here's what you do. Let the fear come in. Let the worry come in, okay? Let the doubt come in. But here, do not let it affect you feelings or emotion-wise. That's the biggest key. You can have the thought of it, but as long as you don't feel that what you're worrying about will manifest or feel what you fear about is about to occur, that's when we have the issue. That's the part you want to control. Because listen, you can have fear, doubt come in your mind. It's fine. As long as you do not let it go past and manifest in your feelings. Okay? Does cursing bring down vibration? It depends on who's it being admitted to, or it just depends on what you feel or you think. But if it is a negative tone, a negative direction, of course, negative vibrates low. Okay? Cursing but not anger. Yes, cursing, anger definitely brings down your vibration because anger is an emotion based off worry. Alright guys, so those are some tips you can use right now to start to overcome fear, doubt, and worry. And once you start to implicate that and do it, it will start to come. Listen, here's a great point, okay? If you have doubt in your mind, then you will see doubt in your world. If you believe something is possible in your mind, you will see possibility in your world. Okay? So within, so without. Either way, you get to be right. Okay, remember that. If you feel and see doubt in your mind, you will see doubt in your world. Okay, if you think something is possible within your mind, you will see possibility in your world. Either way, you're right. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is this: the power is within your thoughts, your belief, because you know your reality, how it's created now. You know everything vibrates frequency. You attract, you connect, you bring in, you create. The key here is to feel it before you have it. To put it out, you will get it. Okay? Remove core beliefs. Logical mind can be an illusion. Use it as a tool. Your logical mind is there to think, to to command. Your logical mind is the commander. It says to your subconscious, create this. As if the minute it enters your subconscious mind does not judge it, does not rationalize it. It believes it's real and it will create it. Only your conscious mind judges and rationalizes. Okay, and remember, it doesn't create. So when you have fear, doubt, and worry that creeps in, remember, it does not create. Okay, it's an illusion. The creation begins when you start to feel it. All right, guys? When you feel it, you must manifest it. Okay? That is how it works. So here's the key points you want to remember. Feeling. In other words, look, we all have desires. You all have goals. Some of you guys want to win the lottery. Some of you guys want to manifest the house. You just want to have a better life. And that is what life is created for. And you can do it. You're doing it right now. You're tuning in. You're listening. You know, you're taking advantage. You're seeing the results. You're putting in the work. Okay? Many of you have been on this course many years. Been taught the wrong way. Been doing it the wrong way. Or you've been missing the pieces, you know, here and there. Okay? So now you have it. The missing piece. Your subconscious. But here's the biggest key I'm going to give you. If I can give you right now whatever you want, money, or I said forget about money. If Mark said, I say you want $5 million, I said here's $5 million. How would it make you feel when you receive that $5 million? Stop. That's what you want. That feeling right there when I say here's $5 million. If you can show that now while you're right in this present moment, okay, if you can emit that feeling now, here's what happens. Your subconscious mind believes you have it. Because feelings is how it creates. It's not gonna. Your logical mind is gonna fight you now. It's gonna say, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? What's going on here? You don't have $5 million." It's logical. It's egotistical. Ignore it. Okay? Use it. Tool. Put it back. Go down. Feel it. Subconscious. Here's a big key. Subconscious doesn't judge. It just feels. Whatever you feel, it will create. And here's why it creates it. Because remember, it is always given off energetic vibratory frequencies to that quantum world, and everything that exists is already out there, good or bad. So if you feel good, or if you feel you have this particular thing, or if you feel what this particular thing means to you, the feeling it brings to you, and you emit that, guess what? That particular thing will come from the quantum world, will materialize, universe will mirror it, it will perfect vibratory match, and it must materialize in your reality. That's it. Same thing if it's bad. If you're feeling emotional, okay, I'm going to lose this, I'm going to lose that, I don't have this, I don't have that. Here's what happens. Same frequency goes out. Quantum field picks up the same vibratory match. Boom, you get more of what? I don't have it, I don't need this, I don't have it. Key point, guys. So when you get fear, doubt, or worry, always remember, illusion, rational mind, as long as you don't let it affect you, which as far as your feelings, and you can manifest it, all right? Now this is the major key to success. Once you know your mind, and now you know the difference between the logical and the subconscious and your higher self. Okay? And a lot of you guys, when I coach, and this is what I impart and I teach and I put in premise and I put the techniques here, and you're all benefiting from it. A lot of students, like I say, almost $500,000 already since I started this in May. $500,000 been manifested, indirectly or directly, through what I teach you, through my students, through the website I created on Facebook. Go look for yourself, see the stories. Okay? The other day I had another $28,000 winner in the Manifesting Lottery website. Actually, she started a business. She manifested $28,000 after same things I'm showing you here. Okay? All right. That is how your universe works, guys. It starts from the minute, from the quantum, and it materializes into your perceived physical. All right. Those are the tips I want to leave you with today. So remember, fear, doubt, and worry. It affects you only if you let it. It's an illusion. It's not real. Okay. It's a perceived perception of something that hasn't happened yet. But because of your conscious mind always what? Wants to keep things in control, doesn't like to change, and it thinks it likes to create. So it worries to try to get things in motion. All right. Thank you, guys, and I will continue. Any questions, feel free. Continue. If you get a chance, check out the page, Manifesting Lottery Winning Using Conscious Law of Attraction. And of course, as always, I always offer help. If you desire to get coach or a little more mentorship, you can always email me and get in contact with me. And if I have some openings, I'll definitely see if I can take you on and help you expand and open up your mind so that you can start to experience what you're truly here for, which is create, enjoy, prosper. All right? Thank you.